Hello guys. So in this video I want to demonstrate you my homemade power feeder for my table saw or for my router table. I use this quite a lot from time to time for very repetitive cuts or routing actions. It's simply made out of a windshield wiper motor, which I use often. The windshield wiper motor itself would run too fast, so I had to reduce it further by the use of a chain and sprocket gear train. The wheel is made out of a iron core, so it's turned on the lathe with some rubber vulcanized onto it. It's a custom-made wheel. A friend did it for me. Yeah, a one-wheeler is a little bit of a trade-off, but for a small machine like this, it works, at least for me. The feeder itself is spring-loaded, a very stiff spring here, so I have always enough traction on the wheel. I have here everything adjustable, as you see. Yeah, I adjust the wheel at a slight angle to the fence, so the wood, what is stock, what would be pressed also down against the fence. Yeah, I can adjust this boom here and the height and the angle of the motor. Here is the electronics box. Here inside is a switch mode power supply and a pulse width modulation circuit based on a 5x5 timer. I can spin the motor forward as well as backward, and of course adjust the feed rate as usual on this power feeders. I can of course disconnect the motor for disassembling everything. It's just an XLR plug. So I think I will set you on the tripod and I will show you how I cut a board with it. Okay, so when I set up the power feeder, first what I always do is I try a dry run, so to speak, without the blade cutting anything, so I can make all my adjustments and then do the actual cut. As you see, it's pulling the board through on its own. I had nothing to do, just take it out. So it looks like everything is working correctly, everything is setting up correctly, and I can cut my board. Okay, so I turned the motor around so we can take a better look from this side. Here's the wheel, made out of steel, rubber vulcanized on it, but you can also glue some rubber onto the core. It would be the same. Here is the chain and sprocket drivetrain. Okay, here is I think it's made out of brass, piece of sheet metal, brass sheet metal to get the slack out of the chain, so it's always tight. Pivot point, spring. Yeah, nothing fancy. And now we take a look inside the box. Okay, here's a look inside the box. Here we have a switch mode power supply, 12 volt, 16 amps. That's a lot of juice. Here we have the circuit board itself with the 555 timer. You can see it. And two MOSFETs, power MOSFETs, mounted onto a heatsink. Here the motor fuse. You probably hear the fan, cooling fan for the power supply. It's running. Here's the switch for forward, backward, and off. And here is a potty. So, nothing else in it, nothing spectacular, just a power supply and a PWM controller with power MOSFETs, nothing else. Yeah. Okay, so this was the quick demonstration of my power feeder. I built this many years ago, and it serves me well till now. If you have any questions, or if you like it, leave me a comment, like, share, subscribe, whatever you wish. Okay, see you next time.